We have an update now on an exclusive City News story. A family pushed to despair after their 24-year-old autistic son was placed in a psychiatric ward because there was nowhere else for him to go. Finally, things have turned around.
You're smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things are better.
Things are better.
We're very lucky. We're very lucky.
It is impossible to overstate the difference in Michelle and Sean Crooks. During COVID, Aidan, the son they loved, had become increasingly violent. Michelle was repeatedly choked. There were nights they had to lock themselves in their bedroom. It was breaking them.
I thought that I would maybe have to kill him and then myself. Freedom from this horror that we were living. It was horror.
They were in crisis for 2 years, but there were no spaces for specialized care available. After an especially frightening attack, Aidan's parents called the police and he was hospitalized, placed in this small concrete room in the Owen Sound psychiatric ward. But they still had to pay for one-on-one support, which cost tens of thousands of dollars. Their life savings were gone, and they were told it could be years before a placement was found for him.
He knows that I love him. I know he does.
But now, after 16 months in the hospital, Aidan has been moved to this small bungalow in East Grey County. That's him in the window. He's just half an hour away from his parents in Meaford, so they're able to visit him regularly. Aidan is thriving.
Do you want more? I'll get you more. More hot dog? He's doing much better there. He's able to self-regulate and control himself.
He still has some aggressive outbursts, but Aidan has 24-hour staff trained to deal with them. It is the best possible outcome for his parents, who are caring for Aidan's twin brother, Devlin, who is also autistic.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Aidan Crooks.
Do you think you'd be in this situation now if you hadn't spoken to City News?
No.
Your coverage of our story
Made a
certainly
difference.
helped.
Yeah.
We just want everyone to know that there's still so many people that aren't getting the help they need.
And that is the message Aidan's parents want people to hear. They know there are many others who are still in crisis. After their story on City News aired, the Ombudsman announced an investigation into cases of people with developmental disabilities who are inappropriately housed in hospitals due to a lack of services, noting they can be there for long periods, often kept in restraints, and their condition deteriorates. That is Andrew Kavchak's biggest fear. He's had open heart surgery and a mild stroke.
Look, this is Cynthia. Can you say hi? Hi, Cynthia. No,
Hi.
His son Stephen has been on a wait list for a group home for 4 years.
If there comes a point where my wife and I are no longer able and we can't deal with him anymore and he's got to be placed, the government has told us one of the options is placement on a temporary basis in these psychiatric wards. And it's frightening.
Michelle and Sean Crooks know one day they too will have to find housing for their other son Devlin when they are too old to care for him. And they know how challenging that will be. There's no timeline yet for when the Ombudsman report will be released. I'm told they hope to get it out as soon as possible. The Ford government tells me there are currently 93 other people with disabilities in hospital waiting for appropriate housing.